Hello everybody and welcome back in the UW Milwaukee Panther Arena from Milwaukee. The Admirals and the Toronto Marlies, Game 2 of the Calder Cup Finals. Marlies taking the opener last night 2-1. That's how tight Game 1 was. Let's see how Game 2 turns out to be. Draw one back controlled by Simmons. He gave that away to Shower. To the middle of the ice, here's Ccf taken down. Shaw up the boards, looks for help. That's Liljegren tangled with Ccf. Novak taken. Joseph Woll spectacular in the dying seconds last night of Game 1. Here it's chipped ahead to Nick Robertson. Toronto getting it further. Novak's on it. Plays that to Gross. To the middle of the ice, Ccf. In for Schneider. Left side. He'll move in. Dropped off, but taken away by Robertson. There's Shaw off to Simmons. Simmons plays that back to Shaw. Shaw moving in. Drop in front. And no shot. A good stick in the lane there by the Admirals. Ccf kept in Robertson. He'll play it in front. That was Shaw trying to find it. In the swap, but Schneider knocks it down to Ccf and back out. Here come the Admirals with speed, left side and in. Looking to take it back. Did. Gross fires. Kick stop Woll. First shot tonight out of the game and 6 minutes into this first period already. Here's Leonard on it. Has Sherwood. In the middle of the ice, he'll bring it inside the zone. Drop pass Tomasino. Stopped by Woll. Ben off the boards, chipping it out. Gross. Steve's all over him for the puck. Gravel back to it. Almost 8 gone here inside the first period. Toronto winning the first game 2-1. Played ahead for Sherwood. That's Ben on the wing. Sherwood to the net. Stopped by Joseph Woll. Play down to Blandisi. Gave that away to Leonard. Blandisi now gets it back out, and here comes Toronto. Joe Blandisi ahead. Steve's in. Tuck play. Where is it? Side of the goal. That comes back out of front. And no one is there for Toronto. Now taken back by the Marlies. Jazowski fired into the corner. This ricochets in around behind. Gross is to it. 8.5 to go opening period. Scoreless for Milwaukee. Shower down the left side. Trying to bring it to the goal. Taking off the puck. Here's Jankowski and a save made. Joseph Woll. That one came right in the slot. A gift of a chance. Here's McEwen to Shower. Knocked back out again. McMahon's on it. Bobby McMahon playing it over. Here's a chance. Blandisi off a stick and wide. Hallwell to the point. Here's Dargachitsev off the blocker and into the corner. Now Huntington taken down. Marley's on it. That's going to be a penalty against Toronto for boarding. 5.5 to go opening period. Milwaukee to the power play here. And the face-off will come here to the left side of the Marley net with just 5.5 to go here in the first of Game 2. Wrong one back by Abruzzese. It goes into the corner. There is Kroll trying to chip it out. Novak back. McEwen looks. Fires. Stopped by Woll. There's Simmons, and he'll fire it down the ice. Picked up by Vamaka. He'll play it from his goal. Abruzzi's after it. And a big hit again. Novak has it. Here come the Admirals. Middle of the ice. Hellickson's back to defend, and there's Kroll, and right back out again. Thompson taken away. Matt Hellickson. He has Abruzzi with him. Drop back in front. And a hit a skate. Great block by the Admirals as they try to get the third pass through. Abruzzi back in, and that should pretty much do it for this power play. Novak Thompson. They communicate in the corner. Now getting it ahead. The power play done. Back to full strength. Schneider. McMahon out of the box. Back on it. Here's Novak. Center to Ccf. Stopped by Woll. In behind the net. That's going to be another penalty against Toronto for boarding. Back-to-back boarding penalties against the Marlies here. And the Admirals back to the power play 0 for 1 in the game so far. Here's the draw. One back to the point. Gross centers Leonard. And another stop made by Woll. Blandisi to Liljegren. Here's John Stone. He'll fire in for Toronto. 2 to go in the period. Gravels to it. Marley's all over the place right now. Now Leonard has it and brings it to the middle of the ice. Tomasino with Sherwood. In come the Admirals. Tomasino on it again in front. Woll down. Has the answer for that. And covers for Toronto with just 1.5 minutes to go in this opening period of Game 2. Marlies Admirals Calder Cup Finals Game 2 in the best of 5. Toronto took the opener 2-1. They're getting outshot by Milwaukee here in the first 8-1. Here's a chance, and Woll again with the save. Make that 9-1 the shots in this opening period. Marlies got outshot last night too, 17-14 in total in the game. Here's the draw. One back, picked up. Marlies trying to get it back. This rolls on the wall. I believe that'll be 10 shots now. In behind, they score! Thrown out front. And that is tapped in for a 1-0 Milwaukee lead. John Leonard on the power play, and the Admirals have a 1-0 lead with 1:06 to go here in the first of game 2. Here's the draw. One back controlled by Gross. Milwaukee has dominated this first period, and they deserve that goal. Here's Tomasino, left side, turning back with it. Marley's trying to get it back up ice. Now a hit here in the corner. Leonard in front. Stopped by Wall. He'll jump on that. Play down. Blandisi's back to it. Here's Steves out to center, and that'll do it for 1. 1-0 Admirals through 20 here in game 2. Shots on goal in the hockey game are 11 for Milwaukee, 1 for Toronto. 1-0 Admirals after 1. Hits are 7-5 Toronto. Faceoffs 4-2 Admirals. Power plays Milwaukee 1 for 2. 1-0 Admirals through 20 tonight. Welcome into the second period of play here tonight from Landmark Credit Union Arena here for Milwaukee. It is 1-0 Admirals through 20. Well, one back. Here's Gravel with control. The former Marley for Novak. Breaking in and no chance to the net there. Lilgren gets it ahead. Robertson down into the Milwaukee ice. Around it goes. Here's Logan Shaw to the net. Breaking in. Tried to throw a chance in front. Gross is there to Novak. Here comes Tommy Novak. Middle. Shoots. Saved by Wall. Simmons on it. Looks for Shaw. Gets it through the middle of the ice. Marlies are in. Shaw in front. That one missed Simmons on a far pass feed. And FNC have given away again. Lilgren back on it. Marlies re-enter the zone. Lilgren from the corner after it. Hit Gross. They double team him. Here's Robertson in front. Scores! Vamaka never even saw the pass come out front. It beats him easily, and the game is tied. Logan Shaw, the captain, 1-1. Look at this. Kind of similar to game 1 when the Admirals got their lucky bounce goal, but this is a pass, and he doesn't see it at all. No chance of seeing that. It is thrown to the front of the net. He has no eyes on it, and it finds its way in the back of the net, and the game is tied. So here's the face-off, back to center ice. One back controlled by the Admirals. Gravel with it. That was only the Marlies' second shot of the game. Their first this period. And here's the draw. Played ahead to Logan Shaw. He'll fire it down into the Milwaukee end. And Robertson's on it. Taken down in the corner and looked at the official. Nothing there. Here's Ephanasiev to Novak. Almost halfway through game 2. Crawl ahead for Steves. Steves in. Here's Chazowski in front. Trying to drop it between the legs. Now Crawl moves in. And didn't get it on goal clean. Here's Novak. Playing that over the Schneider, poked out by Mac Hollowell. 8 already gone here in the second period. Marlies Admirals tied at 1. Afanasiev to Leonard. Gave that away. The Marlies back in their own zone for it. That's Chazowski. He has Mac Hollowell hitting a skate. And Toronto gets it further. Hollowell enters the zone. Here's Steves. He'll play it in front. They hit a skate. Kept in by Toronto with the pressure. And now back out by Leonard. Has the goal for Milwaukee. Moves in to the middle of the net. Scores! His second of the night. John Leonard. 2-1. Admirals back in front. What a goal for Milwaukee. Able to go right to the net. And Joseph Wall has no chance to read that play. And the Admirals go back in front here just past the halfway mark in this one. Here's the draw. Milwaukee trying to even up this series. Toronto trying to put the stranglehold on them. Sherwood. Here's Sherwood to the net, breaking in, but McMahon sends it the other way. Dargachintsev. Down into the Milwaukee zone it goes. Rung around. Here's Abrazizi to the net. And he scores! Nick Abrazizi sneaks a backhand between the wickets of Vamaka. The Marlies come right back and tie it again. It's 2-2. At 12:08 of the second period. 7:52 to go here in the period. 2-2. We're tied again. Here's the faceoff. One back by the Marlies. Pass finds Abrazizi. Inside the zone. There's McMahon back with it. Hellickson trying to get inside. Dargachintsev. Marlies on it. Here's McMahon. Bobby McMahon to the net. He shoots and it's set wide. Abrazizi to Dahlstrom. Kept in for Hellickson. Here's Nick Abrazizi again to the goal. And he sends it to the paint and wide. Sherwood. Over this finds Thompson. Corner boards. There's McMahon after it. Dargachintsev. Playing it off. Tomasino gets in the way. Now Abrazizi back on it. Nick Abrazizi centers it. And where is it? They score! Semyon Dargachintsev, a weird one, finds its way home and gives Toronto the lead. Look at this play. Just put it to the net. Never know what's going to happen. It goes between the netminder, and there's Dargachintsev to swipe it over the goal line to give Toronto the lead. 4:15 to go in the second period. 3-2 Marlies. Here's the draw. It was 1-0 Admirals after one. Toronto a 3-goal second. Here's a hit by Ben, and Liljegren has it. 3.5 to go here in the period. Tomasino along the end boards. That's poked in further by Hoffenmeyer, but lost it to Leonard. Has both goals tonight for the Admirals. Is offside here with 2:38 to go in the middle period. Milwaukee and Toronto Calder Cup Finals Game 2. The Marlies lead it 3-2 late here in the second. Here's the draw. One back controlled by Thompson. Gave that away to Noel Hoffenmeyer. Here comes Hoffenmeyer. Drops it back. Here's a shot, and that one scores! Mark Johnstone, and Vamaka has disappeared here in this second period. He sure has. Everything is finding a way through him, and he hasn't been able to read these pucks. They've been going right between his legs and over the goal line, and the Toronto Marlies have a 2-goal lead late here in the second now, 4-2. Winning the opener last night 2-1 and a tight one. Things have opened up here today. It's 4-2. Wrong one back, Hoffenmeyer to Liljegren. Toronto trying to put Milwaukee on the stranglehold as they dominated the best team that led all year long in the Calgary Wranglers. They swept the Wranglers. Yeah, they did, and then they come into this series, and Toronto so far is sweeping them. Off the boards and back out. Here's McEwen on it. 3 seconds to go. That'll do it for this second period. Toronto 4, Milwaukee 2. After 2 tonight from Milwaukee as the boos rain down. Yeah, Vamaka needs to be better on these. You cannot let those in. Shots a goal in the hockey game, 13 for Milwaukee with 2, 7 for Toronto with 4. Hits are 10-7 Admirals. The faceoffs 8-5 Admirals. Power plays Milwaukee 1 for 2. Toronto hasn't had one. It's 4-2 Marlies through 40 in Game 2. Welcome into the third period tonight. From Landmark Credit Union Arena in Milwaukee, here's the draw. One back controlled by Gravel. Gave that away, just started the third. Robertson with Simmons. The pass, scores! Just 36 seconds into the third period, and the Marlies have blown it wide open. It is 5-2. What a pass. So here we go. Face off back to center, one back. Wayne Simmons gets the goal, and the crowd is silent. Now it's taken away again. Simmons to the net again, but won't get that one on goal. Ccf turned it over in the end boards. Now gets it in over the Marley line. That shot stopped by Wall. Gross to the corner. Admirals have it back again. Ccf Novak, that's sticked away, and the Marlies get it out. There's Liljegren for Toronto and back down into the Milwaukee zone. Now Shaw to it, to the net. Drop chance. That shot is off a leg. Schneider on it. Marlies just killing the clock in this one now. Gross. Ahead to Ccf, and Ben is there to close off his man, and it comes out. Schneider back in. Center that pass. Liljegren takes it away. Marlies are there. Shaw and back in. Fired around for Simmons. Wayne Simmons has it in behind the goal. Looks in front. Center that through the legs. Vamaka will cover up for Milwaukee. Just over 6 gone here in the third period. 5-2 Toronto. They have surprised the Admirals in this one tonight. They sure have. They need to be, and they have. Winning the opener 2-1 last night, and you come into this one, and it's wide open tonight. McEwen to Leonard. Milwaukee's goaltending has failed them in this game tonight. Yeah, they've had very good offensive chances, and they haven't been able to beat Wall much. Here's a chance that scores. It's Phil Tomasino, and it's 5-3. Well, any life you can get back in this game, you'll try to. Here we go. Here we go. So here, brought inside. On that wing, and Jazowski has it here in the corner board. So 5-3, just over half a period to go. Tipped out by the Marlies and back into the Milwaukee zone. Thompson's on it. He'll play that ahead to Sherwood. Not a good night for Vamaka tonight. Here comes Jazowski in. Through the leg, Steves in front. And Vamaka had to get the glove down. He did, and he makes the stop. Down to 9:38 to go. So here comes the face-off. It'll come to the right side of the net here. One back by Blandisi. Lilligren fires. There's a stop by Vamaka, shouldering that down. Played up ahead to Sherwood. Steves is on it. Gave that away. Back to it again. Now Tomasino, he loses it. And Thompson offside with 8:12 to go. 5-3 Marlies here in Game 2 of the Calder Cup Finals from Milwaukee. Toronto has stunned Milwaukee tonight. They sure have. The goaltending just hasn't been where it needs to be for the Admirals, and the Marlies taking advantage of it. Between the legs a lot tonight. Here comes Steves. He'll enter the zone. Has help from Blandisi. Played it to the net. That one is stopped. Comes out. Hallwell shoots off the iron. What a chance, and it goes up and out of play. He hit the top of the crossbar. And lucky for Vamaka, it's not 6-3. This is the highest amount of goals that Toronto scored in a game in a playoff game. And they're showing what they're made of tonight. Here's Thompson ahead on the wing to Jankowski. To the middle of the ice, Toronto gets it back. There's Kroll. Ahead, he had help with him. Now drops it off. That one missing. Here's McEwen in the corner. Thompson on it. Played on the wing for Jankowski. He'll enter the zone. Taken by a hit there. And that's going to be a penalty against Toronto. Down to 4:46 to go here in the third period. 5-3 Marlies. Philip Kroll will head off for boarding. Oh, the Admirals power play has scored in this game. They're down by 2 late. A chance to get back in it. Hellickson around the boards. Johnstone's there. There's Carl Dahlstrom. And the Marlies will decide to just kill some time on the clock here. McMahon to it. Shorthanded to the net. And he scores. Bobby McMahon. A shorthanded goal. And there it is. The 6th of the night for Toronto to go back up by 3 late here in the third period. Vamaka needs to have this. Look at it again. He has it. And again, it trickles right through him inside that left post. The fans are not too happy with him right now. 4:12 to go here in the third period. 6-3 Marlies. Wrong one back, controlled by Gravel. The Marlies didn't score this much in the season game against the Admirals. Winning 3-1 in Milwaukee, losing 3-2 in a shootout in Toronto. Here's a chance. That one gloved down by Wall. Back to the point, Gross for Schneider. 6 goals tonight for Toronto. Gravel back. Gross gave it away. And this is going to be trouble. But Bobby McMahon, a good play by the Admirals and offside against Toronto here. 3:11 to go in the third period. That just cut a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Marlies. Here comes the faceoff. Down to 25 seconds to go in the power play. Draw one back. Here's Gross. Playing that to Gravel. Poked back in by Blandisi. They chase after it. Blandisi's to it first. Looking in front. Center that. It goes off his stick. Now throws it back in front. Steves was taken down. Looked at the official. Nothing there. Afanasiev down into the Toronto zone. Under 2 to go. Toronto will be 1 game away from the Calder Cup. Schneider, that chance on goal doesn't make it. Jazowski up to Steves. Final minute of play here in the third period. 6-3 Toronto. Here's Blandisi overskating the puck. Gross to Afanasiev. He has Gravel on the wing. Kevin Gravel through the middle of the ice. Trying to get it to the net. Played in front. Set wide. Blandisi to Jazowski. Here comes Toronto with it. Jazowski getting by with that. To the net. Pass in front. That bounces off the pads. Now Lilligren steps in. He'll look and shoot. Taken down. Gross. That one rolls on to the net. Afanasiev. Gravel up on the wing. Schneider. Under 30 seconds to go. Rolls back with the puck to Afanasiev, and a kick save made by Joe Wall. Lilligren to Ben. Up on the wing, Jazowski. He'll fire down and in. This ricocheted off the boards weird. Gross to it to Afanasiev, and the seconds will run down here in the third period. Milwaukee Admirals on the last stretch away. Here's a chance. Stop. Loose puck scores. Schneider puts it home with just 7 seconds left. It is 6-4. Well, the Admirals will strike back late, but it's too little, too late for them. 6-4 here in Game 2 for the Marlies. Face-off back here to center ice. And the draw one and controlled by Gross. Has that here, brings it in, shoots, and it goes high and wide, and that'll do it. The Toronto Marlies 6, the Milwaukee Admirals 4. Toronto 1 win away from the Calder Cup, and they'll go back home for the next 2.